Hello, it's time for more 100 line. Oh my god, I haven't streamed in the last 2 days. That's gotta be a new record since when I was sick. This time it was mostly due to technical issues. I was supposed to stream Yoshi's Island, but my SNES is acting up, and I still haven't solved the problem. But hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have an idea of whether or not I'm gonna be able to stream that. So yeah, let's do some 100 line today. And oh my god, last session was insane. Hello, Bunta, what is up, man? Glad to see you here again. I don't know if you caught the last session, but there was a whole lot of exposition on that session. It was a heavy one, and some interesting stuff happened there, and of course we're gonna recap that. But man, can I just say, this song right here is my favorite song of the game by a long shot. It's called Oasis in the 100, and the moment I saw the title of it, I got chills. Cause it's such a powerful title, like Oasis in the 100, because what we're essentially experiencing is we're living in a deserted place where the only people alive here theoretically are us in the academy, and the idea that this song plays whenever we are like forming stronger bonds, whenever we are like growing together as a team and becoming better friends. The idea that it's called an oasis in the 100, like a place, a moment in time where we can just appreciate the good things, the last glimmers of joy and hope in this dreadful world we've been put into for some reason. I think it's very, very fitting to call it Oasis in the 100. Lovely title. Of course, I caught it back. I watched it all yesterday night. Wonderful. Thank you so much for watching it. And yeah, it was a crazy session, man. And I do have some theories regarding the shift from that song. Like when I say I do have some theories, and it gets super serious. Holy shit. Okay, so that was wonderful. So last time, let me pull up my notes to just have a better framework here. Yeah, so last time we basically learned a lot about world death and what that actually entailed. However, everything we learned, we gotta always remember that everything that we learned was from Nozomi's mouth, which in turn was explained to them by Nigo. So everything we know, we gotta take with a grain of salt, because we don't know if it's the truth. It's basically what Nigo told the second to last crew. So we're not sure if that is, and if any of what we've been told is true. I do think there is some truth to it, but I don't think that's the whole picture. Maybe some details are purposely hidden. So yeah, last time we were brought to the war room by the second to last crew, and they explained to us that world death was essentially the event in which planet Earth decided to kill itself. Apparently due to human action and how people were just like procreating and taking from the world and never replenishing what they took. And so the planet got pissed and decided to kill itself and take humanity away with it. And based on that, it was basically a cataclysm. Like, there were a bunch of natural disasters. The planet was trying everything in its power to get rid of humanity and of itself. And in the process, what the second to last crew deduced, that was not told by Nigo, but what they deduced is that the invaders themselves are like the manifestation of the planet's will. Like, the planet gave birth to them in one way or another, and they're just there to carry out the planet's wish to kill itself and humanity along with it. So that's interesting. At least we got some sort of explanation to the invaders' origins, although I am not sure if I fully 100% believe that. I don't fully 100% believe anything in this game, to be honest. But yeah. In this event, according to what Nigo told Nozomi, humanity decided to create an underground shelter to protect themselves from the cataclysm, and that's what we supposedly know of as the Tokyo residential complex. We lived there for hundreds of years. Our entire lives were in a Tokyo residential complex, and like I've been pointing out since we read this excerpt in the library, we have been living there for a long time. We're not even descendants of the Japanese. We are descendants of Tokyo residential complex residents. So it is, the game had been telling us that we've been living there for a long time, and now it explains basically all of that. And also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, the whole idea that Nigo told this entire perspective for us basically debunks the theory that we've been living in parallel universes that Aotsuki had postulated. However, it still doesn't explain Nozomi and Kadowa's similarities, and again, I do believe these are the same people, and Kadowa was somehow involved in this plan to save Earth or whatever the fuck. Because according to, again, Nigo, the only thing that's able to save humanity since the Tokyo residential complex is, like, losing its resources is inside the defense room, and hence why we need to protect it. We still haven't gotten into the Hemo-Anima stuff. Of course, these students think they were chosen randomly, but it seems like they were part of a research on special types of blood. Those bloods have something special about them that makes them work well with Hemo-Anima, with the exception of Kadowa / Nozomi here. So I do believe we're gonna get into more of that. So yeah. Besides that, we also had a little bit of a flashback where Kadowa was just studying up some more facts about the real world, and she even mentioned the moon, interestingly. And the next night, we saw the moon in the sky, and I really want to talk about this. So Takumi saw the moon in the sky, and Ghost Boy appeared again, just like I think the first time he showed up. And then when Takumi looked closer to the moon, he realized it was mechanical. Now, hear me out here. I've been thinking ever since we did that session, what the fuck this could mean. And here's my theory. I think this right here is the Tokyo residential complex. Right? Now, why do I think that? I'm not just throwing this without anything to back it up. If we, if you go back to the session, there was a brief moment that a text flashed on the screen, and the text said, when Takumi was looking at this moon, the text said, "That's the ... Like, it was blank. Like, it's almost like he knew what this thing was, but his memory was, like, blocking off the word. And that's not the first time it happened. This exact same thing happened when he looked at the moon. I think in the first session of the game I did. Like, it was like day 10 or something. It was very early on. And the other reason why I think this is a Tokyo residential complex is I remember Sirei saying that the invaders are not able to get into the academy from any of the sides because of the Undying Flames unless they come from space. So, isn't that interesting, right? Now, the other thing that I was thinking, do you remember the Kamukura Hospital pods that we have been put into? What if those pods were, like, shot from space and landed on the academy, and that's how we got here? Because the space is the only possible way to get into the academy without having to deal with the Undying Flame, so it would be very convenient. So I think the whole thing about the Tokyo residential complex being underground could be bullshit. Now, why are they hiding all that stuff? I have no idea. I have literally no idea. But I will say, like, they want us to believe that the things we're doing here, the task we've been burdened with is like a noble one. It's a noble mission to save humanity and whatever the fuck. But I believe that's bullshit as well. I believe we're doing something really bad here, and they're just like hiding that from us. They're gaslighting us into believing it's a good thing, but at the end of the day, we're doing something horrible, I think. Right? And that would explain why they're hiding a bunch of shit. So yeah, interesting thing here. And last but not least, of course, all of a sudden we found Moko kind of wobbling towards the academy, and she fell on the ground and passed out, and then we took her into her room, and Nozomi was very emotional about it, and she's just you know, taking a nap right now after God knows what she went through. And the idea that she just showed up is of course weird. You know, I need to think of that as well, because it was very out of nowhere. And of course, then Nozomi kind of explained how much of a badass she is, and how she, one day where they were like suffering a really harsh invasion, she saved everyone and saved Nigo, but at the end of the day, she got captured herself, but at least she saved the entire academy. So that was a very powerful story, and it really sells the importance of this character, not only for the, for like the defenders, but also, you know, as a friend, how important she was, because it's because of her that they are alive in the first place. So yeah, very interested in learning more about Moko. She seems to be a very fun girl and a very powerful fighter as well. Apparently she once suplexed a train-sized invader, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, let's jump into it. Oh, I forgot to add the chat to the stream. Hang on.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine.
Let's go.
Get ready for your 51st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Oh yeah, and the 50th day we unlocked the courtyard as well.
Prepare to spend another day
enduring the unendurable and suffering the unsufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Lovely. First things first, I should go to the cafeteria and see how everyone's doing. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. By the way, I forgot to point this out. Yeah. Ima and Kako are the only ones who are not fighting, and despite the whole protect the world, protect humanity thing being basically thrown onto our heads, Ima doesn't want to fight. Kako wants, however, but since Ima's being like super pushy and overprotective of her, he won't let her make any decisions for herself. He even decided to keep her in her room away from all of us because according to him, we are being a bad influence on her, right? So very interesting stuff. I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen to Ima. I think Kako is gonna eventually break through and become a fighter before Ima, and Ima is ultimately gonna be the last one. And I'm super curious to see how Ima is gonna react to that. Because yeah, I do think these two ultimately are gonna tack into the fight to protect each other. They're gonna realize that, hey, if we don't fight, we might lose one another, and that's the last thing we want, right? Because Kako wants, that's the thing, Kako wants to fight because of the people she loves, and who would that be except Ima, right? So it really is an interesting thing where like Ima is trying to protect her by not letting her join the fight, and she wants to join the fight to protect him. So it's really cute. Like, of course, like it comes off as toxic and abusive, and it is. Like the relationship is kind of toxic, but the intentions are genuine, right? That's I think the nuance that I love about it.
Hey!
Sup, Takumi? You pumped to start a new day? Another day defending humanity's future. I'm totally ready to go. Heck, I've always gotten fired up about helping people. It just ain't right to sit on the sidelines when you can make things better, you know?
Appearances really can be deceiving. When I first met Takemaru, he seemed like a common street thug, but he's actually just a really nice guy, I think. Takemaru is such a goat. Like, seriously, the guy, like, volunteered at senior centers and whatnot. Aw, look at that. Nozomi is in Moko's room. I wonder if we can enter, actually. But yeah, Takemoto is such a nice guy, man. And I love how, like, his design is, like, supposed to give off the opposite vibe. How he's got, like, all those scars, and he seems like a rough guy who just gets into trouble. I love that about his design. Because, yeah, Takemoto is growing on me a lot. Let's jump right into the cafeteria, actually. I don't think there's anyone else to see. By the way, there was so many things that happened in the other session. I forgot to talk about how Darumi reacted to the whole story about the world killing itself. Basically the idea that people were just taking things away from the world and never giving back and just treating it with violence reminded her of her violent and abusive brother, who apparently just, ignored restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. Like, what the fuck was that about, and how exactly was your relationship with your brother, Darumi? Because, that I even talked about it a bit more extensively, but kind of brushing over it here. It really explains why she would be so addicted to those extreme forms of entertainment, gory anime, eroge, and whatnot, because, it was basically an escape. She needed something high stimuli to... I really felt bad for that. Yeah, like, I got chills reading her dialogue. It was so sad, because, it really explains why she's into that stuff, because she needed something, like, strong and very, very powerful very high stimuli to get out of her inner issues, right? And outer issues as well, because it was not only inner. So yeah, very interesting stuff with Darumi here, and it's very tragic as well, because you see her talking a lot about killing herself now. I think more than ever, she's like, what's a lethal dose of curry? What's what's the better way to kill myself? And she's like in a place where if she kills herself, she just gets brought back. So I think she's just suffering so much. The poor girl. Kako and Nemo weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I'd expected that, but Nozomi was missing too. Are those peculiar siblings still eschewing our company? Seems like it. They're spending all their time in Emma's room. I'm starting to worry about them.
What could they be doing in there all day? You don't want to know about that.
Damn.
Probably something cliche and mundane, like putting a suicide pact.
There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister alone together? Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would far be too outrageous. Do I even want to know what you're imagining?
Who needs them? No point in worrying too much.
I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her?
She's fine. Mocha still hasn't woken up, so she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? Huh? I wasn't... Aw, you're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You wanna get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last.
Hey!
Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you.
Young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger?
Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. You can't just throw your life away with the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect, damn.
Gotta hand it to you. If you take out the serial killer crap, that almost sounds like good advice.
How is Moko doing? Even in the state she was in? I didn't think she'd stay unconscious for this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way?
Surely you jest! Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We could never willingly harm her. Kyoshika spoke my thoughts out loud. She spoke all our thoughts out loud. Collectively.
Even I don't want to throw off her that way. It would be such a waste of a good target, damn.
Do you guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat.
It's a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms for the time being. So Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can for the next attack. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We've already done the extra mission in the VR machine. We can talk to Nozomi, Kaka, Ima, or Moko. Let's talk to Kyoshika. I never, I think, talked to her.
Sir Takumi, will you assist me with my swordsmanship training? A swordmaster must train every single day. Blade itself, it requires constant sharpening or it will become rusty. So that's why you're gonna practice fireball jutsu with me today, Sir Takumi.
Hey!
What do you mean? Isn't that some kind of ninja training? I thought you were talking about sword training.
Don't get hung up on the details, Sir Takumi. You clearly don't understand the way of the blade. You understand, right? The true path to sword mastery is through these mangas. I love her so much.
What in the world are you saying?
The series have swordsmen and ninjas, even athletes and highly intellectual criminals. Because there's such a variety, there's something that resonates with every reader. The same can be said about the way of the blade. By arming yourself with a variety of techniques, you can resonate with any situation without fear.
I still wasn't sure what Kyoshika was saying, but I gave up and trained with her. Fireball jutsu! You're experiencing like the keyword exercise. God, she's so fun. She's so fun. Let's see, Yugama's there, but I can't talk to him. Takemaru. Let's talk to Shoma in the bathroom. Oh, I was waiting for that. Hi, boy. Hey, Shoma, why are you so out of breath? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I was just cleaning the bathroom. I was fighting a stubborn stain, and I ended up completely drenched in sweat.
Have you been the one cleaning the bathrooms?
Yeah, cleaning toilets is a job for a nobody, so I figured it only makes sense that I do it as someone at the absolute bottom layer of society.
Come on, that's not right. We should all pitch in. I wonder if you've been cleaning the girls' bathrooms.
It's okay. This is the only way I'll be of any use to you. Besides, the bathroom is a fitting place for a turd like me to end my days.
I made a vow to myself to help out with cleaning the bathroom starting today. Oh, this is new. After spending some time together, you understand Shoma better now. Whoa, 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 interesting. Hang on. We got some new stuff.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
It's time to hit the hay. Let me look at her at his report card. Genzaki. I mean, it didn't change anything here. I mean, what exactly changed? I mean, of course we have his preferred items, but that was already here. Huh. I don't know exactly what happened. Yeah. Huh.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school summer for all we know. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was late, and I needed to get some sleep. Dream. Okay. Ding dong, bing bong.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 52nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Love to see it.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
I am never skipping this dialogue.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. Nazumi! Where are you, girlfriend? Are you over here or are you by Moko's room? You're here.
Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she sees like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings.
She seems, sorry.
I can't help but worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up.
That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay?
I know. I came back to change and freshen up, but I should be getting back to Moko now.
The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is going to feel. I hope she wakes up soon.
Yeah, everyone's at the cafeteria, so let's just jump into it.
If I was expecting... Whoa, what the fuck is that face on Ima? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's the face of someone who was about to burst. And look at Dotami just enjoying herself. What a precious girl. If I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Oh my god, I got chills. I got chills, holy shit. Kako got fed up. I mean, she was fed up for a long time, but, you know, finally got to a breaking point. Kako and Ima, they're actually here today. What's going on? Can we talk to the others?
Kaku and Ima are... Well, it's like... Oh, sorry. I'm not good at explaining things. You're better off asking Kaku about it yourself. I've never seen Kaku get so angry before. She's actually pretty scary.
I think you should talk to Kako. This is her moment. You sound like a carp.
First, they disappear for days on end, and now they're getting all dramatic. I think I liked it better the way it was before.
What's going on with these two? I got a bad feeling about this.
Now things are getting interesting. Talk to Kako, you see what I mean.
Oh, it's all happening now. Fight, fight, fight.
Kako and Nima are having some kind of disagreement. I've never seen them like this before. Is Lady Kako going through a rebellious phase? Well, I remember when the Holy Jumanji sword got like that. Kiyoshika's a fucking riot, man. Every time I try to hug her, she's... I cannot read this dialogue, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Every time I try to hug her, she lights me up. But looking back at it, she was too endearing in her own way. My god. Oh, and I will not, and I haven't forgotten about Kiyoshika allegedly having intercourse with her sword on her room a couple days ago. I will never forget that. Hey, Kako. What's up? Is something wrong? I can't take it anymore. Always doing what my brother tells me. Staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it. Damn. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding. Not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I want...
I want to fight too. Just like everyone else.
Aw. You do?
Well, it's about time. But hey, better late than never. Of course you can join a team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
Aw, man, this is gonna be so good.
What was that?
All of you, do you see what you've done? Aren't you proud of yourselves? All your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Why aren't you always like this? You never let me do anything! You never even call me by my name! Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
Jesus Christ. Oh, pop off, Kaka. A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? I'm sorry, but that's how I feel.
How much longer is this family drama going to go on? I'm falling asleep over here.
Shh, don't butt in. They need to work this out between the two of them. Brother dearest, please, for once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then. Jesus Christ, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna punch her? What the fuck?
I have to punish you for
Oh my
stepping so
God.
far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
Oh my god, yes. Holy shit, this is insane. Oh,
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
love that,
that reading of this line so good.
What? Come along back to our room. You need a stern talking to. No, please! Come along, sister dearest. Do as your dear brother says.
Ima grabbed Kaku's hand and started dragging her toward the door. But before he could get there, is someone gonna like split them up? I had a feeling it was Takemaru. I had a feeling, yeah. Especially when it's a lady, right? Because Takemaru is especially soft towards ladies and old people, and I think children as well. So yeah, it would make sense that Takemaru would step up. Man, Takemaru is a really important character here.
That's enough! Give it a rest, man. Takemaru stepped in to block their path. I don't care if you're her brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more?
What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her.
Yep.
From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like I 100% knew Takemaru would step in to help her. He's such a great guy and perfect in these situations. Exactly. Like, his character has grown on me so hard. And I will say, like, regarding Ima here, I feel like Ima is the type of character that a lot of people would immediately be, like, disgusted by or be like, oh, what an asshole, what a fucking idiot. And I always knew that his behavior towards Kaku was out of a place of protection. Because, you know, it doesn't, of course, like, this doesn't excuse anything he's doing. Like, it's still toxic, but there's depth to it. There's a lot of depth to it, and it makes his character very compelling because it comes from a place of care. He's just misguided, right? And we still don't know, like, their home life, how it was, because we just know that they've been homeless, but why are they homeless? Is it because their parents were abusive? Is it because they lost their house to an incident or whatever the fuck? So, like, his abusive behavior might even come from parenthood, right? Maybe the only way he knows to teach people or to, like, give advice to people is with violence, right? With punishing. So yeah, Ima is a really interesting character, and I knew from the moment I met him that he would be one of my favorite boys. Like, he was my favorite. He's still my second favorite boy. I think Yugamu, what the fuck? Yugamu is top one for sure. And Takemaru is shooting up as well. But yeah, Ima is one of the best boys for sure. Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into this pocket. Holy sh!
I got chills. This was almost a jump scare. What the fuck? Holy shit, brother. This is crazy.
The next, he shoved something sharp and deadly looking into Takemaru's side. It was more his front, but okay. What was that gasp, Takumi?
Takemaru!
You piece of shit.
Well, boy, that escalated quickly. It did.
It's your own fault for interfering.
My god. Was this a splint for Hiriko too? I don't think so, because Hiriko would just be brought back by the Revival-matic. So, like, it would be fruitless. You know, as much as I want to believe his, like, oh, I wanted to seduce her thing, I don't know if that's what he was thinking.
I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything. Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone. She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty.
Maybe you would even step up as a defender to protect her. Right, Ima?
Nothing is too extreme for me.
Takemoto fell to the floor, a red puddle spreading out beneath him.
No friggin' way! He straight up shoved him!
There's so much blood. It kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Oh, the killings have finally started! Come on, we have to stop the bleeding. We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone, help me tear it into strips.
Tear it? What the fuck? Tear it? I don't know my English.
What if I touch anything? My total failure
Pathogens
could infect the wound.
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Never mind that, just do it! We all crowded around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend.
Wait a minute, the culprits escaped!
Kurata was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takemoto's injury, Ima had disappeared. And he'd taken Kako with him.
Hey!
They're both gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door?
A coward! A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions.
Just look at all the blood. I'm about to start drooling.
We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takemoto takes priority.
I think he passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere we can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, I can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back.
We still have to try to save him. Someone help me with his legs.
We did our best to get Takemoto patched up. Then Eito, Yugamu, Gaku, and I carried him back to his room.
Do we get to see his room? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Zen... I wonder what those kanji mean. I mean, I know the first two. It's Zen Koku full country. Yeah, I don't know. I won't try to figure this out because it would take like an eternity.
All right, lower him down gently.
Huh?
What a team here! Like Gaku, Takumi, Eito, and Yugamu. Interesting team. Right.
Once he got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takemoto's eyes flew open and he immediately tried to get back up.
Oh, of course. Makes sense. My God, Takemoto. Oh man. Woo! I mean, I know you're like badly wounded and this is a really serious moment, but sheesh. Oh God. Oh hell yeah. I like this.
That son of a bitch. Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from fucking limb.
Stop moving around. You're gonna make it worse. You need rest.
This is just a scratch. Barely even hurts.
You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts.
Bringing you back to full health with the revival manic's always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that. Dying in battle is one thing, but I would damned if I'm gonna let something like this do me in.
Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we do have the option of bringing people back.
Hey!
In that case, you have to stay here and rest until your wound is healed.
Don't tell me what to do. I can get up just...
See, what did I tell you?
Damn it. I'll get that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takemaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go passing into vigilance justice until I'm back on my feet.
Yeah, sure. Not like I was about to go after him anyway.
I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kaku, but this is taking it another level.
Damn it all to hell. When I get my hands on him.
Why did it have to be Takemaru he lashed out at? Things are only gonna get worse now.
I mean, who else besides Takemaru would he do it? Takemaru was the only one interfering.
We spent the rest of the day tending to Takemaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. What a day. As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition, now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too. He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? Huh? What's that? As I looked absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. A letter? Oh, there's a letter on the floor. Is this a letter from Ima, perhaps? There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? Is it some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? Well, I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy, as if it had been written in a hurry. What if this is Ghost Boy? I thought it was Ima at first, but maybe it's Ghost Boy. Aww. Aww. Damn, Kako. Aww. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Is this... I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid it under my door. And she wants me to get Ima to change his mind? That's quite the tall order. It doesn't seem like the type of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too. Are we gonna have to, like, persuade Ima before Kako? Or maybe we don't even need to persuade Kako, now that I think about it, because she already wants to fight. It only makes sense that we would only persuade Ima. I don't know why I was thinking we would persuade her.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
I guess because we persuaded every single person who hadn't initially joined the fight.
Well then, good night.
Wow, it really is getting late. I must have spent more time with Takemaru than I realized. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. If I'm going to talk Ima around, I need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. My 52nd day at Last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either. Day 53. Bing bong.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 53rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
I feel like we should be having an attack sooner rather than later. However, if we are going to go into the persuading Ima thing, I feel like the attack's gonna come after we persuade him and Kako's gonna attack into the fight.
Huh? Who'd be calling on me this early?
Eito, maybe? Still feeling groggy, I opened the door and was met with a bright grin and a cheery smile. Is this Nozomi? What? Okay. Okay, last person I was expecting, honestly. You know, there's a strand of his hair that's like so pointy, and it goes all the way down to his like chest. And it's just very dissonant with everything else going on with his hair. I don't know, it just catches my attention. It looks like a fucking knife.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Ima, forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask, are you hiding something from me?
Jesus Christ, maybe Kaka saw... maybe Ima saw Kaka slipping something under the door.
Hiding something? Perhaps I'm just imagining it. But then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it?
I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. What the fuck? What the fuck? Since when do we have choices? We only had one choice. We only had one choice at the very beginning of the game to save Karawa or not save Karawa. And I got the bad ending that told me to give a bad review to the 100 line. What the fuck? I hate choices. Oh my god. I can't even pause the game. I can't save. Oh my gosh. Brother. Do I think everyone would say no, I'm not hiding, but what if we say yes, we are hiding? And Takumi goes like, yeah, I am hiding something from you. I actually am in love with you, Ima. Please kiss me. Perhaps you might get stabbed or get stabbed. Yeah, might as well rephrase yes and no here. I do want to say yes, though. I do want to say yes. I just want to see what happens. Oh my god, this is awful. Because I feel like saying yes, we might, I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. Okay, so Takumi just was honest about it. Okay. Cause like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like every single person who played this game, and this is what I'm trying to do. I feel like every single person who plays this game would choose no. So like from a writing perspective, I feel like it would be interesting to go against that because it's the obvious choice, just like the first one. And well, in the first one, I did get the alternative ending. So that was the best choice theoretically, because then I just chose the other option again. I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. I never actually saw her though. She probably just left it under the door.
That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I?
Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me and screwed it up into a tight ball.
Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills if she thinks they'd work on me. How about we make a deal, Mr. Sumino?
A deal?
If you really need more firepower, I don't mind joining the team. Bro. Oh my god.
Gosh! This is insane! Because of course, like, she's gonna be like, if you promise me to not, like, get my sister involved, I will join your team. This is a crazy deal. Brother. Oh my god, sounds fishy. No, I think he's actually legit. I think he's actually legit here. Because he did say he doesn't care whatever he does as long as it's to protect Kako. So he wouldn't mind joining the team if that means we stop trying to get Kako into the fight and we just let him do his protection of her. Because he might just keep her in her room for the rest of the game. I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's what he's thinking, right? If I can just keep her safe, and you guys don't bother her, I don't mind joining the team. I think he's legit, and this is why that hits so hard, because he could have done that earlier then, but it never got to a breaking point. We were never enforcing so much to join the fight like now, and Kako was never trying to step outside of his protection so harshly before. So it makes sense that he would offer it as now. At least to me it does. What? I do have one condition though. Oh my god, we're doing the fucking opposite. Bro, this is crazy. Oh, I'm so in love with this. I do have one condition though. You have to convince my dear sister not to fight. Convince Kako?
Huh?
She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I feel like I should do a more like his voice more like this, because then otherwise it just gets exactly like Yoshika's voice. She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people together to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you can do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that?
Aha!
Cross my heart. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs somebody to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you come in. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. Well, do we have a deal? Oh my god! Ah! This is crazy. I hate this. I love it, but I hate it. Oh my god. It's so good. It's terrible. Ah! It's killing me. It's not really worth the... I mean... I mean... This would be very... Let's think about this. Because having Ima on our side, if you convince Kako not to fight, only get him a fighter, but you convince them somehow you gain 2. That's what I was thinking, right? Because if Kako joins the fight, then what is left of Ima? Like, if anything, Ima is gonna join the fight as well to protect Kako in the battlefield, right? She would like, he would be like, hey, I can't let you go there alone, so I'm gonna join it too. Nah. But on the other hand, story-wise, I feel... God, I hate that we're getting choices. This is so good. Like, I feel like... Okay. Yeah, he would most likely join as well with Kako. But, like, what are the cascade effects? We can't just, like, not have Kako fighting for the entire game. It has to happen at some point, even if we cross the deal with Ima. If anything, here's what I think will happen, Ponta. If anything, if we choose to agree with Ima, I think Kako is going to join the fight at some point, and that's gonna cause an interesting clash with Ima.
And it's not gonna be from us, it's gonna be from the rest of the team. Yeah, that's also fair. Kako could just use Ima while Ima's outside fighting, unless he locks her in his room, right? So yeah, but the other thing I was thinking is if we do agree with Ima and you know, Ima joins us while Kako doesn't, I feel like Kako is eventually going to find a way into the battlefield, and she's gonna be mad at us, right? Look. I don't know about this. I don't know about it. I feel like my curiosity is telling me to go with yes. My heart is telling me to go with no. Can we flip a coin? Can we flip a mother flipping coin? I hate choices, man. Let's flip a coin. What do you think about this? Let's flip a coin. Especially when dealing with a guy who has a knife. I mean, yeah, if I say no, yeah, we might get stabbed right here. It might not even matter. It's just an option where, like, you get stabbed, you don't get stabbed. But the outcome is the same. Look, I could just close my eyes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I sent it Kako just because she's a girl. But Ima is best boy, though. I think, like, on the ranking, Ima is above Kako for me. Ima's too oppressive, but I like chaotic characters. That's the thing. I like Ima. Like, I like Ima. Of course, he's toxic, but I like him as a character. I think it's so interesting. And, like, having it, like, what if me and Ima become best buds for this? Like, oh my god. I'm gonna say yes. I might regret this, but I'm gonna say yes.
Hey!
Holy shit. Oh boy. And I mean, that's right. That's right. He's not gonna take no for an answer. We might have just gotten stabbed here. All right. I have a feeling you're not gonna take no for an answer anyway. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. My dear sister is a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us has to get our hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone can see that. Worst comes to worst, you replay these 53 days to see the alternative route. Honestly, let me see something here. Oh, you know what? I do have a save file before this all happened. I'm gonna save it, right here. Alright, we have a backup. Awesome. Now I don't need to play the 53 days again. Let me just see if it's saved properly. Oh, it saves before. Okay, fair enough. Well, I just wasted time. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey!
Okay. Just so long as you hold up your end of the bargain. Jesus, that face is so demented. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Man, like this line right here, like this line right here hits you hard, especially if you have played Danganronpa before. I will not say why, but it does. Hey! Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What will do then?
Tut tut! Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way.
Jesus Christ, I mean, I don't think you can do that, but what the fuck, the thought is scary.
What? So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary.
Ima said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. I did know better though. Behind that smile, he was dead serious. He would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world.
Now that that's settled, you should get to work. If you can talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it'll only complicate matters.
Hey!
And remind me, whose fault is that?
Guilty as charged. Well, good luck.
God, this is one of the most interesting developments in the entire story so far, I will say. Ima waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like it didn't have a care in the world. So, turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ima, yeah. It's basically like a choice of who to persuade, right? And I will say, this does feel like something that would cause a branching path in the game. Ima isn't escape Takemaru's punches anyway with this deal, though. Yeah, I don't think he is. I don't like it, but Ima hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. Shut up! You never seen her fighting. I'll have to act like I've accepted her request, then turn it around on her once she's opened up to me. Kind of a rotten thing to do, yeah. This is anything like we're doing the bad route. But it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. Yeah, man, this does feel like this is kind of the stuff I was expecting in this game. Those moments where like there's a choice that really changes a lot of how the story progresses, and I do feel like this could change everything, right? Huh? What do I know about Kaka?
Huh?
Yeah, is there anything you've heard or noticed? Anything at all? Well, sure, there's plenty. Really? Like what? For starters, she's quite delicate. Sorry, but she has a lovely frame. I can see the color of her blood through her pale skin. Hold up, just to be clear, I don't need to know about her insides. Speak for yourself. In that case, there's nothing much I can tell you.
Hey!
Nothing? Yugama was definitely the wrong person to ask. I disagree. Well, we can just look at the map. You want to know about Kako? You know who we should ask for this? Ima. I feel like Ima would know best, of course. Yeah, can you tell me any little details you might know? I would if I could, but I don't know her very much. She and Ima are always together, and he's always cautious whenever I approach them. He really is extremely protective of his sister. There must be some reason he clings that closely to Kako. But that's about all I know. I'm sorry it's not very useful. I wish I had more to offer. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this a bit more extensively, but the reason I feel Ima clings so much to Kako and why she is his entire world is because, well, they didn't have a home. They probably didn't have parents they could rely on or friends or anything. And being out in the world where, like, you can't trust anyone. You have to scrape away for your food. You really don't have anyone to rely on but your sister. So yeah, it makes sense that she's the only human connection you have, and why you're so fixated on her. And I think it kind of goes both ways as well, but Ima's a little more extreme on that, while Kako, you know, Kako's a little more open-minded. Nah, it's nothing to worry about. I'll ask the others as well. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, there it is. Ima and Takemaru and Kawana for some reason. I think that's the first time I called her Kawana. But let's talk to the others. We might as well. What the fuck? I talked to Kyoshika.
Huh? Kako? Why would I know anything about her?
I suppose you wouldn't. How about you, Kyoshika?
That's a world-class dumbass. She knows nothing. You'd simply be wasting time by asking.
You haven't even given me a chance to answer.
Huh? Okay, so what do you know about her?
Nothing, Net. Man, Kyoshika might just be the funniest character in this game. Actually, no. I will say, she is the funniest character. I don't think anyone has made me laugh as much as Kyoshika. Maybe Kurara has. But like, she just so effortlessly does it. Kyoshika's a goat.
Who gives a damn about those weirdo twins anyhow? All they ever do is hole up in their room while the rest of us are in danger.
Kako does want to fight though. You heard her say so, right?
Huh, as if that pampered princess could handle herself in battle. Better that she stays a pathetic shut-in rather than become a burden on us real fighters.
You're as harsh as ever.
And why wouldn't I be? Even if she got worked up enough to mix it up with the rest of us, she'd be nothing but a nuisance.
It's rare to hear you get some emotional, Lady Kurara.
What's that? Are you trying to
Impugn, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm gonna look this up. How the fuck do you pronounce this? Tell me. I know what this word means because it's also a Portuguese word, but I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Hang on, my phone is very slow. Impugn. So that's how you pronounce that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Narrator of Google.
What's that? Are you trying to impugn my nobility, you simpleton? I'll pluck that ponytail off your head and toss it so far away no one will ever find it!
But without this, I would cease to be me.
Don't seem like I can get any information from these two. It's best to go somewhere else. Lovely. Can we upgrade my stuff? No. Let's go talk to... Okay, why is Kako roaming free? I felt like she would be just stuck in her room. Let's talk to everyone inconsequential first, and then we can, you know, get to the other ones.
Someone's found a nasty gory corpse. Where?
I didn't say a single thing about that. Nah. She's not even trying to hide her disappointment. I'm looking for information on Kako. Can you tell me anything you know about her?
I heard she likes detective novels and shows. She even asked me for recommendations.
That's not the voice I did for him.
But I'm way too simple for that stuff. My lane's killing games, gory games, and
Band games, ooh. Ooh. Okay, was there anything...
Oh, I just had a great idea. You should get killed, Takumi.
What are you talking about?
If you die, I can see your corpse and Kako can play detective. It's a win-win, right?
I mean, you have a point.
Do it! Do it! Don't worry, we'll check on you. We'll check in the Revive-O-Matic after we're done.
Hey!
I'll pass. I don't have any reason to play those kinds of games.
I figured you'd say that. Nobody ever listens to my suggestions. Oh, I got bummed talking to you. I feel like I can cry for no reason. I hate this.
The mood's gotten pretty sour here. I better cut this short. I love Datami.
Gah!
Gah! What the fuck?
Huh? Info about Kako. Will you pay me for it?
His greatness is so transparent that it's kind of refreshing.
I actually agree with that.
That depends. Have you dug up a scoop good enough to pay for it?
Of course not. Anytime I tried to talk to her, that brother of her butts in. Last time, she even said he'd start charging me for every 10 seconds I talked to his dear sister. That damned money grubber.
Seriously, you're one to talk.
Anyway, that's why I've been careful never to talk to Kako if I can help it. I've had enough of getting stuck with massive bills out of nowhere.
You're saying you weren't always the one sticking others with them? Gaku doesn't seem to have any useful information. I'll have to ask someone else.
Alright, I think only the important ones are left. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him up for last. Let's talk to Tsubasa.
You want to know about Kako? I've only been able to talk to her a little every now and then.
Anything you can tell me is fine.
Well, when I'm tinkering with cars in here, she always has a sparkle in her eyes. And she's really enthusiastic when she asks me about bikes and driving techniques. I think she's into that stuff.
Yep. I think we've seen. I have a vague memory of her like getting worked up about something mechanical at some point.
I see. Thanks, that helps a lot.
It's nothing, don't mention it. Hey, by the way, check this out. It's a prototype I just finished.
Whoa!
Wait, does that mean you can like upgrade Takemato's class weapon? Because I mean, we're of course we're already upgrading their class weapons, but what if this is like gear, like a gear upgrade, like a physical thing that like changes moves and stuff? This is crazy.
Ta-da! A custom-made motorcycle engine. Pretty sweet, right? I overhauled it in my spare time to relax. I tuned it up so much, it's gonna give a real smooth ride from now on.
To be honest, I can't tell what's special about it, but I'm glad you're so happy with the results.
Yep, I'm really proud of this one. But this is only a prototype of something Takemato asked me to do, so I've still got plenty more to work on.
A motorcycle engine, huh? Hey, Tsubasa, do you think I could have that prototype?
Well, yeah. Maybe you could make a bike for her, a motorcycle or something.
Huh? It's fine with me, but does that mean you're building something, Takumi?
Maybe. I don't know if it'll work yet, though. Thanks for the engine, and the info about Kako too. It really helps.
Alright, cute as ever. I'm surprised Shoma has something to say about Kako. I mean, I guess he would understand someone who is as closed off as Kako, being a shut-in himself.
Huh? Info about Kako?
Yeah, you can tell me what you know. Can you tell me what you know about her? Conversations you've had with her or anything like that?
I'm sorry, but I don't really talk to Kako very often. I wouldn't want her to catch my airborne particles from a pessimistic fungus like me.
Just me shifting my voice. Like, haven't you interacted with her at all?
Though come to think of it, when I was starting Takemata's super intense to hell and back training regimen, Kako did drop in on us. But before she could say anything, Ima showed up and took her back to his room.
Maybe she wanted to train. That's what I was thinking. Maybe she wanted to train with you. She does seem pretty enthusiastic about joining the fight.
You think so? I thought for sure she came to observe a social oddity on the verge of death, dripping with sweat and snot.
I'm still curious about what that training involved. No one could have expected as dramatic a transformation as yours.
If that's the case, maybe you'd like
This, the fucking steroids? Oh. Okay, fair enough. A tire? What for?
Part of the training was having me run while pulling a tire. If you're interested, feel free to use it yourself, Takumi.
Okay, so we're literally making a motorcycle or something.
Don't worry, I've fully disinfected it. My inferiority spores aren't on it anymore.
Okay, thanks. I don't plan on doing any training, but maybe I can use this for something. Might as well hold on to it. This pose of him is so silly. Just look at the boy. In Azuma 11 training, I wish I knew what you were talking about. Wait, didn't Ima say that, what the fuck, why is Takemata good? Yeah, I just realized that too. Didn't Ima say that, that our deadline was when Takemata got up again? Soccer anime? Fair enough, I wouldn't have known that. I know next to nothing about sports anime. There's a couple I want to watch though. Haikyuu, That's the only one I can't remember, but there's a couple ones that are on my radar. I just can't remember them off the top of my head. Takemaru, are you okay? Are you okay out here with that injury?
Yeah, this little scrape is nothing. Kako apologized for it, you know? She ain't so bad. It's that asshole brother of hers that's the problem.
Yeah, it seems like she's getting tired of putting up with him too.
I thought she was pretty badass, speaking up about how she wants to fight. Well, that shit stain just had to go screw it up.
Hey, calm down. You'll make the wound worse if you get worked up. By the way, do you know anything about Kaku? I'm trying to learn more about her.
Let's see. When I was screwing around with my ride, she came to talk to me. She said she wanted to try driving it, but I shut her down. I can't do that without a license.
Wow, you're surprisingly upsetting about that kind of thing.
Damn right I am. It's against the wall. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You want this thing?
Wow, okay. A bicycle? Where'd you find this?
Out of the ruins. It's worn as shit, but it's still usable. Bikes ain't so bad, you know. I patrol the turf on one till...
My god.
I patrolled the turf on one till I got my license.
Thanks. I'll take it.
Sure, do what you want with it. Smack people with it, cuddle it. Sorry, I think I'd opened the wound a little. Gonna go back to my room and rest.
Takemata doesn't seem like he's recovering very well, but maybe I can use this bike for something. Alright, so Ima and Kako left only. Let's talk to Kako first. Kako, would you know the things that Kako is into?
Oh, Takumi, did you get the note I wrote to you?
The one about convincing Ima?
Oh god, you did get it. I wrote it so I could ask for your help without my dear brother finding out. I'm sorry to trouble you. So, what do you think?
Will you be able to convince him?
Well, I'm still getting all the information I can first. Damn.
Really? Thank you, Takumi.
But I feel bad lying to her, but you know.
I mean, I didn't lie necessarily. Like, Takumi said it in a very smooth way that doesn't classify necessarily as a lie. But it didn't answer the question.
But are you sure about this? It seems dead set on not letting you fight.
Whatever. He's always treating me like a child, telling me sister dearest this and sister dearest that.
Aw, the pout is so cute.
And after what it did to Takimaru,
It did cross a line there, it's true. He went to crazy levels to protect you.
he's always been like that. He probably will be until the day I die. But I can't live like this.
So what would you want to do if you could live your own life?
Damn. Damn. That's cool. I want to be a detective.
Huh? A detective?
Yes, just like the person I've always admired, Sherlock Holmes.
I felt like she was gonna say it.
But never mind about me. I'm counting on you, Takumi. Please convince my brother somehow.
If I press her any further, she might get suspicious. So Kako wants her independence so she can become a detective. Get her a magnifying glass. But is that the only reason?
Nah, I don't think so. Wait. So she wants to become a detective. Does that... Okay, I did mention their home life that we know nothing about, and the fact that they've been homeless does imply that something happened in their household. And my initial guess was that they might have had abusive parents. But what if what actually happened is someone attacked their house and like killed off their parents, and they just had to run off and had nowhere to go? And the reason why she wants to become a detective is to uncover the truth behind whatever happened to their house and who was behind it. Is that possible? Because, like, the game is putting the thought in your mind, yeah, that's not the only reason. There's something else in here. So, like, what else could it be, right? Interesting.
How is it going, Mr. Sumino? Please be careful not to let on to my dear sister that you're trying to convince her and not me.
I understand, but I need your help too. Your brother and sister, you must have some info about her that you can share, right?
I'd rather not let a single soul know any private details about my darling sister. Sorry, Mr. Sumino, I just ate a lot. But I suppose I have no choice this time. What would you like to know? Is this a choice?
Okay, no. Well, do you know anything about what she wants right now?
My god, these burps. I didn't eat anything today. Why am I burping?
That would undeniably be a motorcycle, or more precisely, a scooter.
Interesting.
A scooter?
Okay, so that's the person she admires the most. I'm glad I talked to her before. Interesting. So not quite what I expected it was. However, we still haven't gotten the full picture. It might be the exact case I talked about, because let's say someone murdered her father, and you know, nobody knows who it was, so maybe she wants to become a detective to like bring justice to her father's death.
Our father was a detective. He often rode a scooter to work, an old-fashioned one. That made her want one as well.
Oh, this is the first I've heard about your father being a detective, or about your father in general.
Ah.
Yep. There it is. And nobody never. I'm pretty sure nobody knows who caused that accident, and she wants to investigate it. That's why she wants freedom and to become a detective. And maybe that's also why you had to be homeless. Well, he and our mother both passed away from a traffic accident while we were in elementary school. In spite of that, my dear sister has always admired our father's detective work. Oh, hang on. I read a tragic accident. It's a traffic accident, so I guess not too much to uncover from that. Besides, well, it was an accident. Anyway. In spite of that, my dear sister has always admired our father's detective work. I see. Ever since our parents died, it's just been the two of us. We ate whatever we could to survive, we begged, and even dumpster dived. Damn. I've done so many foul things for the sake of money. Jesus. Weren't there any other adults who could take care of you? Of course we had relatives that said they'd take care of us. But let's just say we've seen no shortage of the dark side of adults like that. Jesus. Oh, this is getting saucy. What? That's why I decided now. Exactly. There it is. That's what I've been talking about. Yeah, he really believed he had no one to rely on but his sister. Hence why she is his entire world. And also the idea that he tried trusting people before, and he's just been like over and over betrayed one after another, and seeing how people would just take advantage of the two. He would grow this like overprotective persona and not let her do anything that could put her in undue danger. It makes sense. It's not the right course of action, but it makes sense. That's why I decided to never trust anyone. So long as I had my dear sister, that was enough for me. Ima. I don't want my dear sister to see how foul this world truly is. I'm the only one who needs to bear that shame. I'll do whatever it takes for her sake, even if it means licking a stranger's boots. So that's the reason for his strange attachment to Kako. And you, Mr. Sumino, have been tasked with convincing my dear sister not to fight. Please take this agreement seriously. Ima had a lot of good info to offer. So Kako wants an old-fashioned scooter, huh? I'll have to remember that. Okay, so the thing Kako wants is... that would undeniably be a motorcycle, or more precisely, a scooter. Ima said an old-fashioned scooter would make Kako happy. I've got all the materials. I better head over to the Giftomatic and whip up an old-fashioned scooter right away. Old-fashioned scooter, a motorcycle with a unique chassis. I think it's chassis, I pronounced that. It's compact and easy to ride, and the cute look makes it popular. Alright, it's finished. Now I just have to give it to Kako and hope it helps convince her.
How did it go, Takumi? Were you able to convince my brother? Huh? You're giving me this scooter? It's the same model as the one my father rode. Wow, this is amazing. It's like he's here with me again. I've always wanted a bike like this. Thank you, Takumi.
Kako had tears of joy in her eyes. She was undoubtedly thinking about her father. She's bearing her soul like an innocent child. Bearing? This is my chance to convince her. Kako, to tell you the truth, there's something you and I need to talk about.
We need to talk? Is it about you wanting to ride the scooter too?
I mean, wouldn't mind riding a scooter with you, babe, but, you know. No, it's not that. It's about Ima. I'm sorry, but I can't help you convince him. Damn. Okay, at least Takumi is being honest. At least Takumi is being honest, right? I mean, I never said I would. I never said. But why? You said you'd help me. This makes me feel a little bad, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. Okay, not quite. Not quite. I don't see the way. I honestly couldn't be further from Ima in terms of my perspectives, but I just want to see what happens in terms of story. So that's why I picked that option. And also because I feel like it's the option that least people are gonna take. Because I see things the same way he does. You really are meant for the battlefield, Kaku. Damn. I don't agree with that. That was harsh, though. Ah, this is like, this makes me feel bad. How could you talk me? Your gift made me so happy.
But you only brought it here at my brother's suggestion to convince me. I won't change my mind, no matter what anyone says. I don't want us to run away from everything like cowards anymore. I want to be part of the team and fight beside you.
It's not like that. It does, like, it does make me feel bad too. Yeah, but it's too interesting. Like, it's too interesting a route to not go with it, in my opinion. Because, like I said, if, like, it's your instinct as a player and as someone who loves waifus, which is 99% of the player base of this game, is to try to get Kako on the team rather than Ima. But I'm a stupid motherfucking idiot who loves chaotic characters, and I loved Ima from the beginning. So I'm gonna go with Ima, even though I know it hurts my soul to turn myself against Kako. It's just that I'd agree you'd be better off not fighting. How can you say that, Takumi? And it's so sad. Because, like, yeah, we're basically being Ima right now. She's trying to break free. She's trying to become a better person. She's trying to change. And we're chaining her again, just like Ima did to her all her life. She can never be truly free. It makes sense why she would cry. It makes sense why she would be shocked at the idea that Takumi, of all people, is doing this to her. Ah, this is sad. Please, hear me out. Ima is worried about you. He doesn't want the person he cares about most to be in danger. And I understand how he feels. Well, that's, I mean, fair enough, but yeah, Karawa and all.
But you're forcing me not to fight.
It's always been this way, exactly.
He's always held me back, intervening and telling me it's for your own good, sister dearest. He won't even call me by my name. He only worries about himself.
He just controls me however he sees fit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that fact.
I refuse to give in to him. This time.
Like the idea that he only cares
I'll
about
fight of
himself.
my own free will.
That's not at all what's happening, girl.
No, you're wrong!
You're wrong, Kako.
How can you say that?
Because Ima told me he'd fight in your place. That's why he asked me to come here. Okay, I love the honesty. At least we're not necessarily lying to her, right? And that's what I talked about. I like how honest Takumi is being. And honestly, I feel like that's the best way to approach this.
So I could convince you to stay out of danger.
But...
Do you think someone who just wants to control their sister would do something like that? He must care about you with all his heart. You're the only family he has.
Brother dearest,
Hey, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end. I'm his only family, but he never discusses things with me. It's just so cruel. I hate him.
Sure, as cruel as he is, that's savage.
Do you really, though?
It's the opposite. You love him so much. What do you mean? I heard about your past from Ima.
What?
It's just been you two ever since your parents passed in that traffic accident, right? Your brother has desperately struggled to protect you since then. He'd literally do anything for you. Sure, he may be overbearing at times, but that just means his bond with you is deeper than anyone or anything else. Your lives have been nothing but pain, but you were able to overcome it together.
That's...
There's no way you could actually hate Ima. He cares about you with all his heart, and I think you care about him just as much as he cares about you, Kako. Yeah, we hit the spot with this one.
We put our lives on the line in this war. We could die at any time. I wouldn't want someone I care about getting dragged into it.
But that's the problem, because it goes both ways, so like... Yeah, Kako wouldn't want Ima to die as much as Ima wouldn't want Kako to die. That's the problem with this. Right? So what's gonna happen, really?
You lost your parents. You should understand that feeling. So please, don't do anything reckless.
I almost feel like Kako would talk to Ima about them both joining the fight. Right? Out of protection for each other. Like, because it really is a little hypocritical, right? Hypocritical. Because the two care exactly as much about each other.
Do it for the person who loves you more than anyone in the world.
You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
Yeah. Very mixed feelings on this. What?
No, I can't do that.
I got chills. Holy shit.
Okay. Oh, I love when Kazutaka Kadaka games do that. Oh my god, I fucking love this guy. They fucking break a gameplay mechanic in order to prove a story point. Oh, this is crazy. I love when they do that. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're persuading Kako. However, I do feel like what I said is true. I think she's going to have a talk with Ima about the two of them joining the fight. Because that feels like the most appropriate and fitting course of action for the two. Persuasion failed. What the shit? Brother, that's crazy. I love this song. Huh?
My dear brother's always putting me first, it's true. And I do appreciate everything he's done for me. But there's another side to this.
Yep, they're exactly my words. Exactly my words, down to a T.
But there's another side to this. He means just as much to me as I do to him. That's why I can't do nothing anymore. I have someone that I want to protect too. If I have to watch my dear brother getting hurt and making everyone his enemy, all for my sake, I think my heart might break. I don't want to hold him back. I never have. I just want us to support each other as equals.
Exactly. This is so good.
I'm not trying to rebel against Ima or leave him behind. I want to fight to protect him. I'm doing this because I love him.
Right. Of course. You have something worth fighting for. Just like the rest of us. I understand Kako's feelings all too well. Her desire to fight isn't some passing whim. She's thought everything through, understood the risks, and come to the decision that's right for her. But wait, this isn't how this was supposed to go. I was meant to talk her out of fighting. What? Is the game trolling me?
Oh, dear.
Holy shit.
It looks like you failed in your task, Mr. Sumino.
I got chills. Like, the idea that Ima was just watching over this entire thing is crazy. Damn. Oh my god. Brother, I am so glad I picked that option because this is so interesting. Oh, chills. Ima! Seriously, what was all that about? I had such high hopes for you two.
Brother dearest.
Hey!
Hold on a minute, Ima. It's true that I couldn't convince Kako to quit, but maybe you should listen to how she feels about it.
That's right.
Oh. Oh, so it did touch him. It did touch him, right?
It's okay, sister dearest. I heard the whole thing.
You did?
Yes, I was here the whole time. I wanted to observe and make sure Mr. Sumino did a good job.
So you were spying on us? I thought you were going to trust me with this.
It's hard for me to trust anyone when it comes to my dear sister's welfare. She's always been stubborn, but I'm still surprised even you couldn't get her to see sense. I guess it just goes to show things don't always work out the way you want.
I wonder if this is how it'll feel when you run off and get married someday.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna cry. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Oh my god, stop. I'm not supposed to cry right now.
What the fuck?
I wonder if this is how it'll feel when you run off and get married someday.
Damn. Ah. God, I love Ima so much. Damn, I'm actually tearing up. The delivery on that was incredible.
What do you mean?
You don't need me to say it, do you? We never really needed words to understand each other. I'm truly proud of you for growing into such a determined young woman. But at the same time, a little sad that you might not need my help so much anymore. God damn it. Holy shit, brother, what the fuck? Wow. Excuse me while I go cry into my pillow. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room. It's getting late, sister dearest. Don't stay up too long.
Damn.
Holy shit, brother.
I didn't even know what to say. Oh, this was phenomenal. Such a shift, right? And for the first time, he like... Oh my gosh. Wow. Because you know what's really by the way, there's an 18 plus section in the library. What the fuck? I just realized that. But I think this line was really cool because for the first time, I think Ima acknowledged that, you know, I am not the one to decide what you're gonna do now, but here's an advice. It's getting late. Don't stay up too long. But he didn't say go to sleep now, right? It's basically Ima acknowledging his place and acknowledging that Kako might not need his help so much anymore, and she's an independent person, and that at the same time pains him and makes him proud because what he wants out of her the most is to be someone who can be happy, who can be safe in this world. And the idea that she is growing up and at the same time that she is becoming all that or capable of that, she's also drifting apart from the need of his protection, does pain his heart. But I feel like what he doesn't realize is that, hey, she cares just as much about you as you do her. So even when she becomes more independent, you still have each other's backs all the time, right? It's, oh god. It does sound like a parent, doesn't he? Right? Yeah, like this is a parent line right here. And the parallels are so crazy. The parallels are so crazy because Takumi became for Karuha her father when her father died in a traffic accident. Are you seeing those goddamn parallels? Like this is not coincidental. This is fucking deliberate. Right? Like Takumi even said his words, and I quote him, "I will become your daddy, Karuha." He said that. Right? So the idea that Ima is acting like a parental figure for Kako in the same fashion as Takumi was to Karuha, but you know, Takumi at least acknowledged her independence and her free will, while Ima got too overprotective because of his experiences in trusting people. God, this is really good. God, I'm so glad I picked that option. I knew it was the most interesting story-wise. However, I don't know how the other one would play out, but this is really cool. Ima left, smiling as usual, except this smile was different. It was tinged with a kind of resignation, maybe even loneliness.
Huh?
Did it just give you his approval? Yep.
I've never seen him act like that before.
Chills. Kaka was clearly worried about her brother, and since we didn't have anything more to talk about, I took my leave. As for me, I went back to my room. Christ. Oh, this is saucy.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Holy shit. If I had to sum up what happened today, I failed to persuade Kaka to stay on the sidelines, but she somehow managed to convince him how serious she is about all this. So she's going to fight with us in the next defensive battle, right? In that case, what will Ima do? I can't imagine he'll let Kako fight on. I'm so sorry, these burps are getting fucking crazy. Seriously, why did those two have to be such a hassle? I appreciate them being a hassle. Somewhat dissatisfied as I grappled with that notion, I decided to check on them in a few days. Also, we're gonna skip a couple days. 54. What the fuck?
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
Okay, so you're basically telling yourself, oh, in a couple days I'm gonna check on them.
Get ready for your 54th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day
enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. I've done what I can to convince Kako. Now I need to get back to prepping for the next defensive battle.
Huh?
Okay then, how should I spend the day? Well, free time right off the bat. I assume we're not gonna be able to talk to the two. Wow, these yeah, we haven't even got into Moko's stuff. Gaku, Dadami, Nugamu. I'm still confused what the fuck happened to Shoma's report card. We could go exploring maybe. It's been a minute since we've done that. And I do want to take things lightly after what the fuck just happened. Yeah, really, nothing changed here. I'm confused. But it does seem like talking to people does further the report cards in one way or another. Let's see what Ima has to say, even though Ima won't have a talking thing. Wow, okay. Let's see. Yeah. There's your talking to Ima right there. This might be good. I don't need resources. I have a bunch of resources. And there's no... Yeah. I think I'm just gonna talk to people, honestly. I don't have much to do. Interesting talk. Yeah, I feel like it changed my entire life, man. They do say silence is the... silence conveys more emotions than any words ever could. I really like the second dots, actually. You see, I thought that at first, but the more I kept thinking on it, and the more I analyzed the nuances of the entire conversation, I feel like the third one is objectively the best one. Right? I feel like it really, really conveys a lot of the character's personality on that. I don't know why I'm like upgrading Ugum like crazy, but you know. I'm gonna go exploring because I just wasted all the resources I had. I love those chibi versions of them. It's so cute. Let's what are we needing? Why is there 2 extra slots? No, seriously, why is there 2 extra slots there? Isn't that weird? Huh. Interesting. Oh, one of them is for Hiruko. What about the last one, though? It's not supposed to be Takumi, right? Because Takumi is just us. What if Ghost Boy eventually joins us? Because I have no idea what is up with Ghost Boy. I did have some, like, wild theories that I didn't mention because they were just too stupid about Ghost Boy. And I'm not going to say them because it's going to make me sound an idiot. Okay, let's go Dotami because you never, you know, can never go wrong with Dotami. Let's go Shoma. Actually, we kind of need... I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I actually need BP. Hang on. Let's get the BP, gang. Takemaru, Tsubasa, and Gaku. Oops.
I'm heading out.
I'm heading out. Do do do. Oh, there's a chest right here. You see a bear covered in blood staggering through a field. Look like it doesn't have long to live. I think you missed an S there. Get Nozomi to heal it. Unfortunately, I don't have Nozomi here. Leave it alone. We tried to ignore it and move on, but you hadn't noticed that you were surrounded by invaders. Seems the bear had been finding them. Well, all right then. Let's fight off the invaders. At least the fights here and the exploration thing are not too bad. However, this was a purple tile, so maybe things are gonna get hairy. Alright, so these are just lesser invaders.
Hauling ass!
So if I eat this...
Ready when you are.
Just watch me.
Oh, this is Gaku. What the fuck? I thought that was Takumi.
Say when.
I have an idea. Yeah, Takumi's gonna cook here.
There. Let's do this.
Like, this is the most basic skill in the game, but it's so useful. So
Don't say when.
absurdly useful.
Take that. Got it.
Yeah, we can't finish that guy off.
I'm good whenever. Take this.
Rev it up! Eat this!
Good to go. Keep your guard up.
All right. Nice. That was basically a perfect turn.
Let's go. Here we go. Here. My turn. Yeah.
Nice.
We did it.
Nice. Some cotton. Let's get the chest.
This looks like something good.
School uniform. Nice. Let's see the. Whoops. Let's see the map. Where can we go from here? Can't go there. Oh, there's a little store there. I do want to start. All right. So 5 is gonna get us to the BP. Okay. You'll find a sword embedded in a stone. It looks hard to pull out, but who knows what might happen if you succeed. Like, literally fucking, Sir Arthur fucking in here. Pull out the sword. Jesus Christ! Just touching it sucked away your strength, but you weren't about to give up. You struggled for a while, but you somehow managed to pull out the sword. I hope this is a good sword.
I'll take that.
It's a terrible one. Oh my god. Okay, I do have a plan though. See, we took a bunch of damage, but we do have potions we can use in battle, so let's just heal up in battle. This is like a good strat a viewer told me about earlier. Like, if you have Nozomi in your party, you can heal up everyone in the battle.
Not there yet.
Wait, I don't... Hi, my potion is armor, it's not health. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, it's so much for that.
Hauling ass!
I don't have anything that heals.
Ready when you are.
Let me handle it.
Okay, I screwed this up. Alright. Poor
Leave it to
Takumi.
me.
That all you got?
Yeah, at least we have last resort now. If we need to use that, which we're probably not going to.
I'm taking
I'll show you what's up.
I don't know, man.
locked and loaded.
Let's freaking go!
Yeah, probably the best thing to do here.
I'm not done yet. That's it. Oh, it's all right. Take that! I'm not done yet. Ah! Got it. Not there yet. Here.
Ready when you are.
Perfect turn.
Hi-ya!
Jesus, minus 10 HP. Yeah, savage. I don't know if like
Might as well take it.
I immediately go back if Takumi dies. You see a tasty looking fruit lying on the ground. Ignore it and move on. Yeah. You weren't about to hit litter, so you kept moving. Probably for the best. Yeah, give me the star. Okay, I think this one's safe. You find a pleasant looking old playground. This might be a good place to take a break. Play the swings. What the fuck? You felt yourself returning to childhood as you enthusiastically swung on the swing. However, this feeling gradually faded. You're too old for this, damn. Yeah, fucking rub it in, video game. Okay, yeah, we can use the 6.
Oh, yeah!
Ah,
Nice!
exactly my thoughts, Gaku. Okay, this mineral is scary, so I think I'm gonna actually... yeah, I'm gonna go for the fight, because at least I have more control in the fights than I do outside. Too much RNG, I can like get Takumi fucking dead. Oh, this is a good place for Takemaru. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's give it to him. Knocked it out of the park.
Nice.
It's all right.
We could impact stab this guy twice.
That's it. Not there yet. Yeah. All right.
Now let's see, what do we do here?
That
I think,
all you
quite
got?
honestly, I think I'm just gonna defensive
Takes more than
stance Takumi.
It's all right.
Because I don't want him to die
That all you
at
got?
all. I think 6 is enough.
I'm good whenever.
I don't even think they're gonna hit Takumi. They might just hit Takemaru, who has 5 shield. Should be good. Okay. I'll take that.
I'm not done yet.
Takemaru, you can do this.
Let's give it to him. Eat this. Oh yeah. Let's freaking go.
Nice. Yeah, these battles are very easy. At least, like, I feel like they're better.
I'll take it.
They're better than the RNG tiles. They take longer, but they're better than the RNG titles. What the fuck? The tiles, because at least you can control what happens in them. You see several mannequins in a display. Okay. Maybe we should take one. Take the sporty clothing. Okay, got polyester and more chance of minerals.
Ooh, a little something for me.
This is dangerous. You'll find a plushie abandoned on the roadside. It looks like an invader. Sure is creepy. Attack it. You ripped the plushie apart. You should be able to use the remaining scraps of crafting material. Nice.
I'll take that.
Okay. I think there's a checkpoint. Yeah, there's a checkpoint up there. You see several mannequins. Okay, again. I'm gonna take the sporty clothing. Again. Because at least I know that's safe to do.
Ooh, a little something for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 1 here. You find lots of abandoned home appliances. You might be able to dismantle from by dismantle computer, technology 30 or more. Nice. The computer's motherboard still seemed usable. After careful disassembly, you managed to remove it undamaged.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is pretty good. 60 parts, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna just head out because I have my inventory full. End expiration. Yep.
This should work.
This should work indeed, Takumi. Okay, good enough. We got a lot of textile stuff, and we got the school uniform.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might
My
attack.
attacks, so rest up while I still can. Well then,
Good
good night. Another day gone, and the first peaceful one in a while. I thought about how much I'd like days like this to continue forever as I dozed off. Interestingly, you know, it's exactly those peaceful, boring days that you hated so much in the Tokyo residential complex. What the fuck?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 55th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
It looks like a wrestler.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I wonder if that's like indicative that we're gonna do stuff with Moko this time, because she's a wrestler. It's morning. What should I do today? Okay, more free time. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. Since it's free time today as well, I'm going to just do the free time and call off this session here because I do gotta go to work in a while. Oh, let's talk to Yugamo, definitely. Oh, but give me a second. I really need to piss. I'm holding it off because it's not far from ending the stream, but I really need to piss. Give me just a sec. Oh man, it feels good to leak some water. You'll have a sec. Yeah, that took more than a sec, unfortunately. I need to piss speed run any percent. Like optimal strats, don't wash your hands. What's the matter, Yugamu? Are you not feeling well? Do you need to piss? Don't worry. I was just experimenting. Experimenting on what? I was testing the effectiveness of my new poison on myself. What the fuck? Being my own guinea pig, if you will. Guinea pig? Are you crazy? That's too risky. I wanted to feel the effects for myself. Poison is one of the tools of my trade, after all. A professional killer needs to be fully familiar with poisons. Your experience unlocked the keyword professional. We could talk to Darami again. Actually, I don't think we talked to Darami.
I'm so relaxed right now.
Why? Did you just kill yourself and revived again?
I'm obsessed with places full of lowlife scum like this. Casinos inspire so much human greed. Friends turning on each other after losses, the crackling tension in the air, the birth of lifelong grudges. Taking it in all this misery really helps me feel relaxed.
While Darmi is really a terrible person, how did she ever get selected for the special defense unit? Shut up! She's the best. That was less than a talk and more than a fucking monologue. Your experience unlocked the keyword soothing. Okay, do we have anything crazy happening this night?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I didn't see Ima or Kako at all today. Just what are those two up to? Oh, don't tell me they're on the outs.
Okay. Okay. This is the best stopping point I could ever ask for. So, this is it for today's session of the 100 line. This is wonderful. Best fucking cliffhanger ever. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this as much as you probably do. So yeah, gotta postpone work. You might be onto something there, but unfortunately, you know, it kind of sucks because like yesterday was a holiday for me, so I had the whole day off, and you know, I took the day to get some personal stuff done, so I didn't stream. But for some reason, the place I work, they don't actually fucking they don't actually like cut this day as well, because I don't know why. Most places, when you have a holiday on a Thursday, you know, they just make the Friday a pseudo holiday as well. It don't actually work, but I gotta go to work because yeah, my company is kind of silly. But yeah. Incredible session. Holy shit. That was one of my favorite 100 Lighten sessions by a long shot. I'm surprised we didn't get into the stuff with Moko and actually just, you know, for all we know, Moko might tack into this fight whenever we get around to it. But I loved the stuff with Ima and Kako, man. Like, oh my god. Like, I think that was the first time this game made me shed tears. Like, again, didn't ugly cry or anything like that. You know, that's quite, you know, that takes a little more. It takes a little more to make me ugly cry, you know. And there's only so many things that were able to do that. But it's quite easy for me to tear up. But it's also not something that happens all the time. So I appreciate what the game did there with Ima and Kako, and the delivery on the lines of Ima were so good, and also the entire realization of the full picture of his motivations and how everything he lived up until that point impacted the way he treated Kako, and realizing that, you know, she is an independent lady and she should be allowed to take her own decisions, right? Good luck at work. I'll have a guest in the next days, but hopefully I can catch streams back from Monday on. Lucky for you, I don't think I'm streaming 100 Line until Monday anyway. So, yeah. Saturday, well, tomorrow, is going to be a long Montezuma stream, which I'm very excited for. Honestly, I'm actually, like, hyped to get fucking done with that game, but Jesus Christ, it's going to be a grind. It's going to be the whole day streaming again. And on Sunday, hopefully, I'll be streaming, what's the game? Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. I believe I'll have the thing fixed up by then. And in case I don't, I will just stream Omori. Good luck to Montezuma grind. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Take it easy, man. I'll be leaving right now. Killer session. I can't wait to get into more 100 Line. See you next time. Bye-bye.